You guys are not gonna believe where the trail ends. You're not gonna believe what I'm seeing at the end of this trail.
Remember back in the days when my grandmother and grandfather got me a bike for my birthday one year. Now I wanted nothing more than to get up and get out on the road, but I had to learn how to ride. Busting my elbow, scraping my knees. I finally got the chance to get out and be on my own. Visiting my hometown, I heard of an urban legend where a beautiful, serene waterfall exists at the end of a bike trail, much similar to a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. Highlighting my journey through content creation, I had to experience whatever was at the end of the trail for myself, but with declining bike performance and only about 4 hours left of daylight, this journey on the trail would parallel the grind to becoming a successful content creator in more ways than one. And how would we document all of this? Our new GoPro named Lenny. Yeah, that's Lenny, and he's gonna be one hell of a companion on our journey forward.
Take a seat.
You gotta make sure to bring necessities like a water bottle for hydration. Of course, Lenny's add-ons and accessories to document the trip. This kind of goes crazy. Also, finding out that my bike Buford was locked in a slower gear, meaning all of the hills we'd be facing on the trail would prove to be relatively difficult. But nevertheless, we're running out of daylight, so it's time to get on the road. Welcome to MavAttack. I'm him. A digital entertainer and content creator who's been creating and entertaining since 2014. We've grown our YouTube channel to over 150,000 subscribers, created hundreds of unique videos, had numerous laughs, and took years worth of personal breaks. Now I know there's a lot of you who are creators yourselves, and I want my experiences and mistakes to help teach you some important lessons about pacing, staying true to that creative vision, what burns inside of you. Wait, is that a grown woman riding a giant tricycle? The hell am I looking at? For us here on MavAttack, it's to inspire. It's to help you get through your day-to-day. As long as you chuckle watching a video, we've done our job, which is similar to us cruising to our first checkpoint on the bike trail.
Front camera, not too bad. Yeah. Come on, one of these. Yeah. One of these. Ah. Respect the drivers out there paying attention. We need more of that and less more of this. Less more? Yeah. Yeah, that was nice. I like that. She smiled big. If you could see the look on her face, that just made me so happy.
On our journey, more personal matters got in the way of business, more cracks in the boat, you could say, which allowed everything to come to a screeching halt back in 2020. Was it necessary? Definitely.
He just ordered a few brews, passed the refreshments, a cool beverage, everything I did.
The road got rocky, and it was time to assess life itself. Lo needed to let things go.
You know, spending that time away, man, that was really tough for me because I had invested so much of every part of myself and had sacrificed so much of my personal life and my well-being, my health, to accomplish something that I never would have thought were imaginable. Oh my God, I'm shaking. Uh-oh, I'm about to fall. Hold on now. Chill out. Now, I've only gone a couple miles on this trail, so we're gonna find out just exactly where this trail leads to and all the beautiful, hopefully not harmful things that we uncover along the way. I'm excited. On the trail, happy home. Let's go. Let's go.
Now, up them hills we go. Learning about things I could change to better optimize our work was vital, even if it took my stubborn brain some time to adopt these new systems and ways of thinking about our work. Lower viewer retention, change the format up. Discoverability low, work with the YouTube algorithm, not against it. Put the research in, but make sure to stop along the way and admire the view in front of you and be thankful you're able to be where you're at right now.
Content creation is one hell of an uphill battle. This is the toughest ever, man. This is the toughest ever, man. You always want to make sure you're hydrating, riding safely and carefully. That's one thing I always love about the Pacific Northwest of the United States. It's so beautiful. The mountain range, the hills, the trees, the environment, just all of it, especially in autumn. You got them in autumn, that's a problem. We're juiced up, we've had our break. Now it's time to get back on the road of content creation. You get what I'm... I see what I mean by saying it's beautiful. Yeah, I mean, you know, you got the power lines and everything, but you see how far back the mountains go, bruh? Oh, yeah. So, not only is it an uphill battle, are we serious?
So my kickstand actually loosened, which is That's a problem. It can swing and drag, it can get caught in my spokes, but we're already on the road, and with more problems arising, it was finally time to make some tremendous progress towards that sweet waterfall, baby.
Of course, you're having an uphill battle if you don't know how to properly play towards the YouTube algorithm. If you're not packaging your videos properly, proper titles, really catchy thumbnails, there's luck involved, communication and networking. How much are you willing to go out of your bubble, out into the real world? But just like getting up that big ass hill and finding some even land, things straighten out until they either go up or they go down. Let's go.
I had used to think I had it all figured out. I was creating game news, reviews, and gameplay videos. However, I got comfortable with that. I placed myself in a box. Of course, we had done some vlogging here and there, but for the most part, we played it pretty safe. Natural evolution for me wouldn't allow myself to stay in this cycle of safety for too long until one day...
It's so nice to just sometimes be able to coast. So you get comfortable in coasting, right? You get used to the norm. You get used to this noose. You get used to the speed boost, and then you're cruising. You got the air blowing through your mustache.
Creating outside of your bubble, allowing yourself to be more vulnerable and not caring about the same things that you think people care about.
How you doing?
Wait a minute, go back. Was that Hank Hill? Folks, I actually met Hank Hill. This is crazy. Just create, and if people enjoy it, they'll show it. You'll know it. While I was on the road to evolving the content and spicing things up, Fig Newton's law of every action having a reaction came into play. It was as if Newton had purposely loosened my kickstand to teach me a lesson, but all it was really doing was halting me on the journey I already had limited time to complete.
This thing almost like jammed into my ankle. Yeah, definitely didn't tighten it, so that's gonna be a problem. Now let's fix this, yeah? How you doing? He was excited. He didn't expect me though. I scared him a little bit. I scared that guy a little bit.
We wanted to come back to creation, but a lot of people thought we were gone for good, and a majority of our subscriber base doesn't even know we're making videos anymore. Appreciate the algorithms burying us 2 years away. What could we expect at that point?
And just like the wheels of life, we kept it moving. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. What the f? I see you laughing. Now, so now you'll know that I returned to content creation under this name, domain name. I got some semblance of figuring out where I'm supposed to go, or at least who I'm supposed to be while I'm doing it, which is definitely myself, but also MavAttack. And of course, there's always a big return to form, back on track with the content you used to do while slowly adding in different pieces that evolve it over time. Somebody goes back to the very beginning, the inception of the channel, and they look at what's been done up to what's going on now. It's a journey.
And then suddenly, we were attacked by bugs. Oh. We had to get Lenny and get the hell out of there before it was too late. Picking our bike back up off the ground, thanks to the kickstand, it was time to jet.
Now it's been one hell of a ride, but I really have a long way to go. And not only do I have a long way to go, it's getting a little bit darker. I have about another half an hour, maybe less. So let's see how far we can get, because I know there's much more that I haven't even seen. This is about as far as I've gotten.
Whoa, wait, is that Hank Hill? What the hell is he doing here? We saw him earlier, he was walking past us, so how the hell?
Call him.
Not handling the problems that may not seem the most important right now could end up having the biggest repercussions later down the road. Much similar to fixing your brand's kickstand.
You see how that is slowly hitting my wheel? But I am terrified. If I bust my that's what it is. We move. It's nice to have like a cool phone mount on your bike too. Play games on the road. You got games on you? Huh? I'm sorry. See, that's what we on next. Them big dickies. Just noticing the like popping attachments on and off of this GoPro is incredible. This is one of my new tools of destruction, baby. Yeah. Oh, I got stuck in a ditch. I needed a drink. Look, shish kebab. Boy. Been one hell of a trail. That kind of sounded good. Obviously, as you can see, the sun is coming down quite a bit. We still have so much more trail to go. So we're gonna ride this as long as it's daytime. But for now, let's see what more we can find on the road. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I just farted.
During my break, COVID hit the world in a major way, especially living in a new country with my wife, Roland.
When there was quarantine, everything was locked down, and us being up in Canada, 10 p.m. curfew. 10 o'clock p.m., we had to be inside the house. We couldn't go out. And if you went out, you get like a $1,000 fine or something. Oh man, it played a toll on a lot of people's mental health. Now, fortunately enough for me, I had the time to work on the things that were bothering me, but it was all for the better. That's why I'm very thankful and very fortunate to be as lucky and blessed as I am. Wait, is this it? Hold on, this is the end of the trail? Because that stops and goes into a neighborhood. I guess we're back on the trail. I thought the trail was over. I thought we were done with the trip. We're just getting started, baby.
More uphill segments to go. The worry of
Let's
not
go.
being able to use our gears on top of the kickstand was starting to creep in. It was time to tough it out, regardless of how creepy things could be.
This is kind of creepy. I've never been back here. For now, it's all right. We got just somebody's house, I guess. But the trail keeps going. Where the hell am I going? So I just passed a sign that said we're by the Little River Valley, which could be getting closer to the big body of water I was talking about earlier. There's still so much to see out here. The beautiful smell of pine trees and wheatgrass. And that's why even if you may be out of breath, even if you may be tired on your path, you gotta keep going because lo and behold, we got some more uphill nonsense. Get the big ass beetle. It's always up and up, always up and up. Let's go. And just like that, we're back on flat ground. It is, as you can tell, getting quite a bit darker, but we're still grooving. Let's smile at this guy though. How you doing? With the man with the doggers? That's a big pup. How you doing? I like them big pups like that with the big floppy ears. They're like, "Are you looking at my owner like that? Are you looking at my owner like that?" How you doing? I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I looked at him and I wanted to say how you doing, and I also wanted to say how's it going, and I said how you doing or how you going. I don't know, play it back. How you doing? Yeah, that's what I said. What the is that? What the
Ooh, a piece of candy.
Finally got to cruise down one of the biggest slopes we'd seen on the entire trail. However, as we'll get to see, we weren't the most optimistic about where the trail was leading us, and our belief in the urban legends that this mystic waterfall was starting to become less and less believable. However, we had to keep the faith that something beautiful would be at the end of this journey.
Now I heard that this waterfall is one of the most beautiful places you could ever visit in the Northwest, period. And it's just not too far out of town. I'm really looking forward to showing you guys the serene beauty. All of us seeing this for the first time. I've never even seen this. I've only heard about it. It's like an urban legend, a myth. Wait, it looks like there's more trail. I thought it was over, but just because I saw buildings, I got disappointed. You guys are not gonna believe where the trail ends. You're not gonna believe what I'm seeing at the end of this trail. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. No way. Yeah, let's get on the trail. Let's burn a sweat. And let's go get a 5-piece. This is actually the end of the trail. I can't believe it. I'm kind of just looking around to see any indication of the trail continuing, but there's not. And maybe that's the whole point, right? Maybe the whole point is that once you feel like you've gotten to your destination, that's where things truly start to open up. There is no trail. The trail ends here, but now the world is open for me. And it's all about where I choose to go next, how I want to live out the rest of my time. In the daylight anyway. So I was actually gonna step into McDonald's, and then I realized that my card is not in here.
I don't have my cards.
I guess we're out of here. I think I have to swing through the parking lot first to get back to the trail. So we're just gonna cruise around. That was gonna be like the perfect end. Me literally like walking in, and the victory lied in me getting a McChicken. Yo, I'm not gonna believe it. Hold on. I'm getting my McChicken. I didn't bring my bike log with me. I'm stashing the bike there, and I'm getting a McChicken. Thank you. All right, appreciate it.
Oh, Stash.
And you know I had to get that spicy McChicken without a doubt.
I'm spicy.
Nothing says a job well done like having hot guts.
Much better experience from the last McDonald's that we went to. And if you saw the vlog from the PAX trip, you know, it was a mess in there. People didn't know what was going on. The staff were all over the place. It was an absolute mess. But now, with that $5 that we found, we can get a free chick. All right, take care. Ladies and gentlemen, the Victory McChicken. It wasn't a beautiful, serene waterfall like we were anticipating, but at least, you know, we got to cover the journey. Here's to a McChicken, and here's to continue working, thriving, doing fantastic health-wise, and kicking. And now, I munched this, make sure that my bike is still in the bush that we stashed it in. We get our asses back on that trail because it's about to be dark and I forgot to bring my light. I use my cell phone light as a light to see, so it's okay. And sure enough, the bike is... Wait, the bike's not here? Am I not looking in the right spots or... Oh. It may not be the best food ever in a crunch and a rush. Sometimes when you don't have it for a long time, the comeback is so sweet.
Well, we didn't get to see the waterfall at the end, but to be honest, we were skeptical at the fact, but still we had to see it through to its conclusion. From the beautiful views of the highest hills to the dark and mysterious lows of being behind someone's house off the highway, this path had so many dips and turns that made it fun to put this piece of content together. And even though we didn't get the big payoff we were looking for, the point is that you may have a destination in your mind. It's still important to focus on that journey and the moments along the way. You may end up finding that the journey leads to endless possibilities, and that is the largest payoff in life.
I'm about to hit on the trail, but can we just talk about how adorable it was for that worker there to be like, you don't have to rush. Like when it comes to like walking across the street or somebody's holding the door for you, somebody's just waiting for you, put some pep in your step. And people don't do that. For her to be like, oh, you don't have to even, don't worry about that, right? Like that's smiling at people like earlier, running into people on the trail, waving at them, saying what's up. There's still a lot of really great people out there, man. How you doing? They didn't hear me. That's how you practice. That's how you practice it. On the road we go. There it is. And here we are. Whoa. Almost spilled my lettuce. I didn't realize how dark it was getting. Oh my gosh. As we cruise back to the family home, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all so much. Hit the like, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. I appreciate you guys so much. It's the light from my phone.